If there's one thing we've established in this show beyond any doubt, it's this. Elle can't play basketball. Elle doesn't want to play basketball. Elle hates basketball. Guess what today's episode is about and who's going to have to do what?
The Wolves and the Mustangs, the Wolves in the red uniform, they're down by 8 points. Bringing the ball around the perimeter, the Wolves go in low, and they take it in there to Sticky. He turns and he charges. Was he blocked? Charging! Wow!
Sticky? How many times do I have to tell you, you don't retrade your sneakers with the opposing team?
And their coach.
I hope I don't have to point out that the guys in red are the ones we're supposed to be rooting for, the Wolves. It's not going well because one of their main players just fouled out. Billy is all shook up because he has a little money riding on the game, and he's not happy about who the coach is putting in.
Maybe my friend will get the flip.
The fly? The fly, Al? I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry. The guy's a disaster, okay? We're talking the Poseidon Adventure.
Come on, Billy, you don't still believe in that jinx business, do you?
Oh, no, Tyler's
And the
bringing
crowd
in the fly.
doesn't like.
The Fly is Fly Avery, member of the Wolves, friend of Elle, excellent player, and everybody's convinced a jinx.
Pressure does to number 24, Fly Avery. He double teams. He steals the ball. Oh, what a great play. Even though they're down, hopelessly beaten perhaps, Avery comes in and makes a startling play in his first effort. That's an outside shot, no good rebound. Avery. He comes in there with great determination tonight and apparently with great confidence.
That doesn't look like much of a jinx to me, and the crowd is starting to get behind him.
This is the offensive pattern that's been designed by Coach Sonny Tyler and has been very effective in this league with this team and other teams he's had. A 360 turn. Avery bounces the ball and here's an injury. A bad injury it would appear. On the floor is Pete Burke. He grabs his right knee.
Oh, give me a break. That was the phoniest fall I've seen in years. He slid on his left foot, landed on his butt, and grabbed his right knee. And everybody's buying it. They're back to yelling jinx. I hope the coach spends some time looking at the film because that guy threw the game. At Humanidine, Billy's trying to put together a company intramural team.
Okay, gang, little layup drill. Miss Nance, go ahead, do it. You got it. Here we go. Okay, shoot it. Good, pretty good, Miss Nance. That was good. Go back to the line. You got it.
It's about what you'd expect. I've said many times this show could never decide whether it wanted to be a drama or a comedy. You can't really define it as one or the other because they appear in equal parts. We see this professional basketball player getting his life cut out from under him, roll the intro, and go immediately into Miss Nance doing layups like this. A guy who sees as well as Vanderbilt on F Troop, the usual drill. A little comedy relief is a necessary thing in most drama because you don't want to overload the viewer. Emphasis on a little comedy relief. With this show, it's impossible to tell whether we're doing the comedy relief or if we introduce the dramatic elements to provide relief from the comedic stuff. The Fly and his coach Sonny have come to Humanidine more or less at Fly's request because Fly wants to prove to Sonny scientifically that this jinx is a real thing.
All I've ever wanted was to be part of that team.
Hey, you're doing it. Look, you're playing with the best players in the league. Sticky Randall, Ornette Wilson, R.J. Chapman.
Jeff Whiting and Buzz Jones. Yeah, look what happened last night. Basketball's finest players. Japan yells jinx and they all start believing it.
I repeat, watch that guy's fall. It'll tell you something important. You might also ask why your best players keep fouling out.
The whole town has gone crazy. I mean, they're screaming to have both of us fired. And Buxton's just the type to do it.
He's a colorful guy. Not many rent Cleveland for his birthday.
Yeah, well, the Wolves are just a toy to him. I got 2 days to find a new center. And what am I doing? I'm playing Ghostbusters with a couple of Dr. Frankensteins.
He has to find a new center. If you can't see where that's going, I give up. Dick comes in, throwing a fit as usual.
We're working on a jinx here, Richard. He has a jinx. It's very exciting.
A jinx?
Yeah.
Jinx. Oh. This is an institute of science. A jinx is not scientific. A jinx, in fact, does not exist.
That's what they're doing science to find out, Dick. He was amusing at first, but he's been dialed up to 12. It's reached the point where he's not funny anymore, he's tiresome. It's too bad because, as we saw last time, Max Wright was a good actor.
Hey, look, I've been going over all the mistakes from last night's game.
Yeah?
Okay, I've been coming up with the same thing.
What are you trying to say?
I'm trying to say is that it could be that the Fly's friends are making intentional errors.
Like slipping on their left foot and grabbing their right leg. It's a little odd for Billy to be the perceptive one, but I think we can all rest easy knowing he probably did it by accident.
All right, we're going undercover.
Sonny has a new tryout for center, Einstein Lincoln.
I just told Sonny in the Fly that we needed, a first-hand exposure to the jinx to get accurate data. And then you made Kareem look like an old lady with a bladder problem.
Oh, Billy.
But listen, Kareem doesn't have glow, all right?
L throws the ball up, Glow makes it go in. Simple.
I feel kind of bad helping Elle with my powers. It's kind of like I'm cheating or something.
I wouldn't worry about it. That's the owner down there. Looks like all he cares about is the show.
Help me, will you? I have no idea what I'm doing here.
We hope it's simple. Billy tells L just stand in one place and shoot. Even he can do that.
All right, Al, take the ball in for a layup.
Layup.
Unless the coach tells him to do that. And Glow hasn't gotten to that page yet.
Okay. Do that again.
He'll never draw a charging foul with that layup. It just gets better from there. He's hitting anything and everything from anywhere and everywhere. L wanted to tell the coach about Glow, but Billy insisted that Sonny has to treat L just like anybody else. If the guys they suspect of cheating are going to buy this, the coach has to. The best part about all this, Kevin Peter Hall was a terrific basketball player. He even played professionally in Venezuela. I have to wonder how hard it was to be so bad at a game you were so good at. L is the Wolves' news center. Johnny and Glow are heading down to congratulate him, but Johnny needs to unload some juice first. Glow will go on ahead.
Whoa.
That's Buxton, the team owner. Johnny has a few questions. Elle has been invited to one of Buxton's famous team parties, and Elle invited the gang. As usual, Billy is laser focused on the most important thing.
Buxton's team parties are legendary, okay? And appearances count. I am supposed to be his manager, I should arrive with him. Not with a bunch of Eskimo pies. It's humiliating.
Himself.
We're lucky that Al asked us at all. I've read about this Buxton guy. He's a famous playboy.
I'm only going along for one reason. I want to find out what piece of paper's with a bag full of Ben Franklin's.
Ostensibly, that's also why Billy is going. Undercover and all that.
Hey, you guys, you think the chain's too much, maybe?
The chain is fine. The mouth is too much.
Mrs. Buxton?
I wish. Welcome. There is a bar in the library, the entertainment room, the billiards room, the patio, the pool house, and the master bath. Various buffets have been set up for your dining pleasure. Please make yourselves at home. My name is Wendy.
Remember, all this excess and rich food and alcohol is for his players. No wonder they're losing. Elle seems to be playing his part convincingly.
Hey, the man's doing a job, can't you see? Ever hear of working a party? He's not enjoying this. Hey, man, he's not enjoying this. I feel just terrible. He must be exhausted. Maybe I'll just help him out.
Yes, Billy, I'm sure what he wants most right now is your help. Unless you intend to bring him more food, I don't think you're going to be helpful.
Hey, Einstein, my man, how you doing? How's it going? Hey, geez, I'm sorry. All right, Jay, Chapman.
This is painful to watch.
All right, Jay, sure. Chapman, how you doing? How's it going? All right, you. Fine. Hey, Ornette, my man, what's going on? What's happening? Billy Hayes, I was at the tryouts down there. I'm a big guy here. So, right, so what are you guys talking about? Probably the comet game, comet defense.
Tax shelter, son.
I know Offspring said the world loves wannabes, but not right now they don't. As usual, Billy can't read the room, so he just keeps babbling.
Oh, and there's Buxton. And if that guy was any oiler, he'd stain carpet.
Buxton goes over to Einstein and says, I want you to feel at home here. He tells the other guys, make sure he gets used to all this. Buxton is famous, or notorious, depending on whom you ask, for paying his players way more than any other team owner. He moves along and Johnny follows him. Next, we introduce what may be the most unnecessary character ever put into a TV episode. No, I don't know what the shaking the glass thing is supposed to do. Johnny watches Buxton go into a certain room and take out the paper, but he's interrupted before he can see what he did with it.
Glo, we ought to get some water on that spot there. Guys, can you excuse us for a minute? Thanks.
It's okay, it's fine.
In a crowd like this, it's easy to slip away to someplace you probably shouldn't be.
Nice pool toys.
Why don't you stand watch?
This could be dangerous, Glo.
Finding a sheet of paper?
It could be dangerous, Glo. You know, poison ink, paper cuts. Look, stop arguing. I'm the brains of this outfit. I know what I'm doing. Female, blast that sucker.
You noticed Sir Creep following them. She's still 17, so I wonder how he likes courtrooms and jail cells and all that stuff. That's assuming, of course, he ever got the chance to so much as touch her, which, yeah, sure.
So, how old are you? 18?
Say, baby, hey, did your old man ever beat that murder rap, or are they still running those tests on him?
I think he lost his appetite for jailbait. And Fly may never know it, but if he had tried to touch her, I foresee him flying head first into that pool, possibly with his pants around his ankles. Billy and Johnny are inside looking for a wall safe. Sonny is unwittingly keeping Buxton occupied.
I am not starting Sticky tomorrow. He's been so bad, I may not play him at all.
You're the best players money can buy, and you keep playing the rookies, and I'm getting tired of you, Sonny.
Okay, you're the owner, but I am the coach, and I will play whoever I see fit.
Sticky was the guy we saw foul out of the last game, and from what Sonny says, he makes a habit of it. I think Buxton is wrong. They may be the most expensive players money can buy, but their win-loss records suggest they're not the best. Maybe it's time to listen to the coach.
Here comes Buxton. Wonder what he and the coach were talking about.
Fly and his jinx will take the rap for that, but it couldn't be helped. The boys have found the safe, and Johnny has used a little juice to finesse the electronic lock. But I don't think they're prepared for what they find inside.
Look, there's a spreadsheet from Las Vegas. Basketball. Guess what's circled in red?
Wait, I'm feeling lucky. Wolves games.
You peeked, and there's a list of cities here. Cincinnati, Baltimore, Milwaukee, and each one has $20,000 written next to it.
Bookies.
Something's fishy.
Yeah? Smell this.
That's right. Buxton bets against his own team. He has some players who are in on it, such as Sticky and the guy who took the fall. They play badly and lose, Fly gets the blame, and they all get filthy rich.
There's big stars throwing games. Why? What's in it for them?
Larger contracts. Buxton pays his players more than anyone. Now we know how he can afford it.
Hiya, boys. Ready to do a little dealing?
Well, not out for a stroll, Mr. Buxton.
Buxton wants to talk contract. He opens with $200,000. Billy bumps it to $1 million.
How do you think I can come up with that? My payroll's bloated enough as it is.
Mr. Buxton, I don't know. I guess the same way you always do. By betting against your own team. Hey, listen. This isn't blackmail. I mean, we like the way you deal. That's why we came here.
L says, I'll hold up my end, play under my game when you tell me to, the whole bit, as long as I get the same cut the other guys do. Buxton says, we have a deal. But L does want to know something.
This thing with Fly and the Jinx, did you set that up to take the fall for you guys?
That was just a fortunate misunderstanding the fans made. The way we work that is this. A couple of the starters foul out first. Naturally, the Fly's put in. A damn good player. And the players still in the game play badly. So it just started to seem as if it was the Fly's fault.
Yep, Fly is behind that hedge listening to the whole thing. He thinks L betrayed him.
I am glad you came to me and we could work this out. And
I always thought you were a fine player. But I must say I am a little surprised. I never thought you the monetary type, Fly.
Well, life is full of surprises, Mr. Buxton.
Not what I was expecting. Elle is desperately trying to get hold of Fly to let him know what's going on, but obviously Fly isn't answering. Even worse, Johnny has to go back to the mansion during the game tonight to get Buxton's book, and he'll need Glow to do it, which means Einstein is on his own until she gets back.
You know something? You know more about this than they do.
Oh, come off it, Billy. I feel like a fool compared to these guys.
L. Look, stand up. Come on, humor me. Stand up. Stand up. All right, forget for a moment that this is a basketball, okay? Okay?
Okay.
Scientifically, how'd that ball reach you?
They start walking through all the physics of how and why a basketball does what it does, and it seems to be working.
Okay, right? Hey, what makes it go through the hoop?
Gloria.
Or not.
Einstein.
Hey, ho.
Hayes.
Hey, where at?
I heard you're a member of the club, so to speak.
Hey, money talks.
I heard that. You know, we've been having a little trouble with Sonny lately. Him being Mr. Boy Scout and all.
Right.
We're going to use tonight's loss to push him out.
Buxton is headed for the arena, so it's time for Johnny and Glow to move in.
Looks like a break-in at the north perimeter.
You're good with animals.
Oh, thanks.
Did you see that?
He saw it. The question is, do you two intend to do anything? I don't think I would.
Look at that. He blasted the safe with his finger. I'm calling the boss. Keep an eye on him.
These guys are a bit more observant than your average TV security guards.
Looks like he's afraid of water.
Even worse, they know how to MacGyver.
Don't try anything, Sparky.
And there's Buxton to collect his book and paper and tell the guards what to do with these two. At the arena, Ella's finally gotten a moment alone with Fly, but Fly isn't inclined to believe him.
Look, Lincoln, I know the way things work around here. Now, why should I go back to being poor and gullible? So I can be your jinx? No. Because you love the game of basketball.
You love the game, you hate what these guys are doing to it, and the team really needs you because Elle can't play worth squat. They explain about Glow, and Fly thinks they're tripping.
Oh, Claire.
Now, there's one other thing I haven't told you yet.
Kind of weird, huh?
And I thought I was too short to play basketball.
Now he thinks he's tripping, but he does believe them now. He's concerned because if they win tonight, Buxton won't be able to make payroll and the team will go under. Fly, there's always somebody out there ready to buy a team, and if Buxton is up against the wall, they can pick this one up for the price of a simple bailout. Not too many, however much heirs, are going to pass up a deal like that. But first they have to win, and for that they need Glow.
I think I can wiggle out of these ropes. Wait. I just have to move a bit.
I don't feel too good about this, Glow.
Wait, I've almost got it.
But Elle will have to wait. Glow is busy being in stereotype perils. I'm going to go out on a limb here and conclude that everybody knew the show was being canceled, and that's why we started falling into the rut of using all the old tropes. I didn't show it because I find it annoying, but we even did the thing where Billy is standing there bad-mouthing Fly while Fly comes up behind him and Elle can't get him to stop talking. There was no new spin on it, no tweak to make it their own. It could have been lifted out of a dozen different episodes of a dozen different shows and nobody would know the difference. And now we have another one. The hero's trapped on an inflated thing in the water and it starts leaking. Oh, whatever shall they do? I'll tell you, Gloria suddenly realizes she can see the blindfold, which means she can remove it. Then she brings them to the edge and everybody is fine. I'm summarizing it because honestly, on top of the fact that it's a thing that's been done to death, the way it's done here is boring. And besides, the guards saw the whole thing.
You can go out there, but I'm not.
Never mind. Let's get to the game.
7-footer, they take the ball to him. Will he swing and hook shoot? No, he doesn't, and Coach Sonny Tyler is irate. They take it back in. He'll shoot this time, won't he? No, he tries a bounce pass to Avery, and they break it up. They steal it.
El just will not shoot the ball. He won't even try. It's going badly enough that the coach takes him out for a while. In his private box, Buxton is delighted.
Land are watching it as much as the 12,000 fans that are here at the Dome are. Now the ball goes into the baseline. Down there, Billy Rafferty's got it. Goes to the dribble.
Gee, I didn't know you were such a good sport. Try it, pal. Your girlfriend here will be using you as a sparkler.
And their offense is just not working. And the coach along the sideline, Sonny Tyler, is beginning to think maybe he should make some changes.
And just to make sure he doesn't try to flee the country or something, let's see how long it takes him to buy his way out of that.
Look, did you get the books and
The sheet?
All right, look, Flo, now we can do this if you'll help.
It's not right.
I'll tell you what's not right. Throwing a game is not right, Flo. Now, the Fly's been out there playing against 2 teams tonight. With Elle and a little help, we can even those odds.
Every so often, not frequently, mind you, but maybe twice a year, one of Billy's speeches makes sense. She'll do it. At Billy's urging, Fly calls timeout. Sonny is livid, but he's going to be even more livid when he sees what Billy has to show him.
Coach, just look. Don't do anything, just look. Buxton's book. Withdrawals, deposits, check out the dates. And we also found this in the safe. It all adds up, Sonny.
He doesn't need a whole lot of persuasion. He says, point him out.
Ornette, Sticky, RJ, and Miller, too.
All right, you guys, you're out. Tommy, Frank, Digger, you're in.
Let's go play a real game. Well, 4 of them will play a real game. Elle isn't playing basketball. He's playing glow ball.
That's the way you do it. Shoot it! Lay the guitar on. That ain't working. That's the way you do it.
Of course, the other team is equally good, so even with Glow helping, it'll take the rest of the period to close the gap. Fly is playing the best game of his life, and the fans are getting behind him at last. It's a 1-point game, and Elle is fouled right at the buzzer. He'll be shooting 2 free throws, 1 to tie, 2 to win.
The coach is even smiling and praying. The first one, good! We're tied at 104.
All right, that's it. I've evened the odds. I'm not going to help him win the game.
Billy will try to protest, but that was the deal. If Elle wins the game, he'll do it on his own.
He fires. It's on the way. It's
You expected him to miss? They used up way too much runtime in the pool. No way could the game go into overtime. Elle did it. Everybody is ecstatic.
by 13 points in the last 158, and most of it was done by Einstein.
Oh, he's ecstatic too. He just doesn't like to show it.
Hey, Beakers, I want you to meet the new captain of the LA Wolves.
All right.
That's great. But I thought they were going under.
Well, with half the team up for fraud and no money, it was close. In fact, nobody wanted a second-string Wolves.
Nobody but Sonny Tyler. He got together a syndicate and bought the team.
Told you. I find it hard to believe nobody wanted to buy the second string team, considering it was the first string team that caused all the losses. But it had to be that way so Sonny could buy it. As we all know, the rules forbid selling it to someone we haven't already met. That sort of thing just isn't done in polite company. The Fly is Fly Avery, member of the Wolves. Okay. You might also ask why your best players keep fouling at best. I could tell best. If the guys, if the, yeah, read the line. That's Buxton, the owner. Johnny has a few questions. Buxton is famous, or notorious, depending on who you ask. Okay. Or notorious, depending on whom you talk to, or whom you ask. Good grief. Read the line, David. Buxton goes over to Einstein and says, I want you to feel okay. Sonny is unwittingly keeping Buxton occupied. Buxton. Man, that is a hard name to say.